It's Nicky. How you doing? Today I want to talk about money and ask you what is preventing you from making more money. Now, the first thing that may spring to mind is the state of the world. I totally get that. I feel every time you turn on the news, there is just bad news, and it's really debilitating sometimes. It's really scary and all of the feels. However, I do want to invite you next to look at the reasons that you're not making money and see if you can find the answers internally within yourself. And I have done this question so many times because there's nothing like having to create your own income, or if you've got bills to pay, or if there are things that you want to do, or things that you have to finance, and having two children and all of that. That I've really had to do this work around my relationship with money, how I feel about it, how I feel about charging for my services, what I charge for my services, all of these questions. And so I would ask you today, when you're thinking about money, to really see what comes up to the surface first and foremost. And I feel like this is the first bit that runs out of you when maybe you begin to cry or you have that third glass of wine. And I'm saying that like it's going to be different for everybody. But that moment where your emotion, your words, your feelings, your thoughts about something cannot stay within your body any longer. And so this is the point. You often see it in soap operas where people go, because I feel like this, because I'm not your whatever. And it's that big crescendo moment. And that is quite a fun game to play with stuff that's not happening, because it gives that lightness to it, even though it's maybe a dramatic situation. And so it might come out with an answer of like, because I just haven't had time, because the children have been off the whole time and we have been at home the whole time. Or maybe it's like, because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm selling. I don't know how I feel about my business and my life anymore. I just don't know. Or you may be saying, like, because I feel really awkward talking about money and I don't really know what that moment would look like, or I don't really feel confident about whatever it might be. It's that train of consciousness that kind of suddenly chugs and like gallops out of nowhere. And so I would ask yourself those questions, because once you say that in that extreme way, you can then comfort yourself and support yourself through that moment. So if I'm going, like I've had before sometimes, if I remember there was a moment in 2017 and I'd gone on holiday and I just wasn't having a nice time at all. I wasn't having a nice time in my business. I was completely and utterly exhausted. And I remember on the final night, like I just broke down. And I ended up talking to my mum about it. And she's like, so what's going on? I'm like, because... And sometimes you just have to get it out. Sometimes you have to give yourself that safe space to sit down and work out what's next. And to do it in a way where you can be alongside that version of yourself that is maybe emotional, maybe frustrated, maybe absolutely tired out, maybe feeling all of the things. And you, in your maybe more logical, practical, supportive, caring, nurturing zone, you can sit with that version of yourself going, of course you are. Of course you're tired. Like, you got a new baby. Of course. That's okay. Let's work out what's next. Let's take some of these things off your plate. Let's not launch everything now. Let's do that later down the line. And so by going through this work, by paying attention to it, it will give you the answers that you need. And it will get you to a point where you can be in control of the next chapter, of the next bit, so you can start to make decisions. So if it's a money thing, you can start to make the money that you want. You can start to create that to-do list for tomorrow because you actually know what you need to tick off. You might need to go, I need to just like get rid of everything else and just have like one really clear sales page. Okay, I'm going to do that. That's what it might be. It might be that you need to follow up with clients who said that they wanted to work with you and now they've ghosted you. So maybe just send them an email, or maybe you need to put an offer out there, whatever it might be. If you want help with this pricing, packaging, money chat, discounting, pricing, income, all of that, do go over to my shop. It's nickyraby.com/shop and go to the pricing and packaging course. You get access to everything. I walk you through step by step within this program, really delving into what your money's going to look like going forward. And this is not a fast track to become a millionaire, but if you want to do that and get those results, absolutely, just give me a testimonial at the end of it. No, what I mean is this is about working with what you have, applying these principles to your business so you can really go in deep and get the answers that you need. It's on nickyraby.com/shop, pricing and packaging. Let me know how you get on. I, as always, would love to hear. Lots of love.